My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is June 8th, 2023. It is 2:27 a.m. So I just took a pause from reading the witness statement, and I think I'm on page 25 or 26. Okay, I could just tell you right now, page 26. When I start recording again, it will be on this one. But right now, I want to leave that alone. I want to do some tweet videos so I could keep up, because there have been a lot of information popping up, and I don't want them to back up, and then before you know it, there's more information coming up and I will lose interest on these things. So I want to record them, and then whenever I get to them, I get to them. And my main focus is for those squaddies who don't have time, whatever, they could listen with my accent and as I read those tweets to you. All right, so let's go on Twitter. This one is, I saw it and I said I might just share it with you when I went on Twitter. It wasn't bookmarked, but now it is. I put it on the list, so I decided to share with you. And then after that, I'll go on my list. Okay, so this is one of the squaddies. Before Meghan Markle met Prince Harry, did you have any idea that the British media and the government were so corrupt and evil? The idea that they give people, the illusion that they give people, no, you didn't think that way. You always assume that fairy tale kind of mentality. But there it is. There's also we need to, well, I guess because of Meghan as well, I got to look deeper into the institution. But there was a shift that was going on, not just in the UK, around the world. Okay, a shift where, in terms of racism, was gonna be in a certain freaking global scale. I've said it in other videos where you see different part of the world is shuffling people around. Okay, but they had a plan, and I think they were waiting for the US to join in, and they were heading in that direction, but the 2020 election put a stop to it. Okay, so not a stop, okay, I need to take that back, put a halt to it. Pause it for a few, because 2024 is gonna be another example for us. It may not be Trump. Well, Trump is running. Trump may not be the head of the GOP, but every other GOP that's running, if they win, it's like giving them a ticket to say they could do whatever they want and to continue carry out the same nonsense. All right, so that's that. Let's read this. All right, some of the comments here. Remember what it says here. Before Meghan Markle met Prince Harry, did you have any idea that the British media and the government were so corrupt and evil? Alright, these are some of the comments. Because of movies like Love Actually and Notting Hill, I actually wanted to visit England someday. I will definitely never go there now. Okay, it's still a beautiful place to come and visit. Many of us Brits are lovely, and we don't all think like the toxic media. Well, this is the thing. I like when Brits are talking, the little people. Okay, like Harry said, and I've said this myself in other videos, the government, the institution is making the UK look bad. Okay, when question like this popped up on, randomly, I mean, you don't have to be full-blown involved in it, but if you see something positive you could say about your country, you need to say it, because how will I say that? If you don't treat your country on the stage that talk positively about it, you're not gonna find other people talk positively for you. Okay, but there's other people who have the mic, who has the platform to speak positively of the country. They are in control. Something that is happening right now is benefiting them. They're not looking out for you in the long run. So us little people, we have to let the rest of the world know who you are. Well, not personally who you are, but the type of people you are in the UK. So I'm glad that I read this one here. It is a still beautiful place to come and visit. Many of us Brits are lovely, and we don't all think like the toxic media. What was it? One of the squatters, Ian, he visited the UK the other day with his girlfriend, and he shared it with us. I didn't share it because I didn't think it was something for me to share with the squad. And but on Twitter, other squad were talking about it. We were happy. He was showing us around. He went different historical places. He showed us. Okay, so it's true. But the way the UK is right now with racism on a global scale like that, I'll be afraid to put myself out there and give my money, especially when they reject Meghan. Why will I give them my money? Everybody have a choice to make, but you speak with your money with these people. That's how you speak, with your money. All right, Diana, full stop. Then chasing and harassing Harry through his teen years. Once the Queen's health started to decline and it went up, any aspect I had for the UK went out of the window. The royals as well. I only follow and support the Sussexes and Eugenie Little Fam. Okay, no, yes, they told us about Leopold II, King of Belgium, cutting off. Yes, they told us about Leopold II, King of Belgium, cutting off Congolese lambs for their rubber without mentioning that British companies were the ones buying from him. Wow. Okay, I don't know this story at all. No, nope. What is that? I had no idea. I thought the Belgians were more civilized. They all are the same. Let's move on. Let's not put. This was a random tweet that I came across and I thought I'd share it. Okay, there's more comment if I go to the main page, but let me go back to my original thing here. Okay, so there's this here. After this, that's it. Okay, no, the moment I knew was when that straight out of Kempton article came out and no one said a damn thing, and then that was followed with exotic DNA and other demonic insane articles written by the same bitter Betty Karens, male and female, and I was like, the UK is gone, dude. It was never in my to go places. I think for me was in France. France was a place that I wanted to visit with specifically the place that I wanted to visit, not the Eiffel Tower. I think I'm sick and tired of Eiffel Tower because in architecture school we talk about it, we do all sort of things, so I was sick about it. It's Champs-Élysées. That's the only place that I wanted to see. Okay, I remember as a kid there used to be performance, they used to show on TV performance, people's dancing and all of that. I was very, I don't know, still now this is what's in my head. If I wanted to go to France, I wanted to see Champs-Élysées. That's it. Not Eiffel Tower, not all of these other places. Champs-Élysées. Alright, so let's get to this here now. Alright, this is the tweet that I bookmarked. Okay, vile and entirely unjustified behavior. Harry calls out Piers Morgan and his witness statement. Alright, there's the article here. I'll put the link in the description. Okay, but I'm not gonna read it. I have so much to share with you. Should I read it to see what was going on? I'm not gonna read all of these. Okay, so maybe I should start from bottom up. Let's do that. Okay, at last he does get a voice. His dislike of Piers Morgan in court. Okay, keep going, Harry. Go kid. Harry is spot on though. Okay, there is no denying that the British gutter press have done a hatchet job on Prince Harry. Just look at the vile comments about him and Meghan, disgraceful. Piers Morgan is the worst. Would you invite him to Christmas lunch? If he had done damage to your son? I wouldn't. That's the thing. Okay, fact. Go get him, Harry. Okay, good luck, Prince Harry. Such a shame there is no integrity in the British media, including ITV News. She tagged the person, the ITV, because they the one who posted that. Okay, by the way, all in right wings packet disgusting. Okay, Piers Morgan is vile and malicious. One of these men is a gentleman that exudes integrity. Okay, good King Harry, the whole country is behind you. A good portion, let's just say a good portion. And then yesterday video, actually in this video, if you go watch it, I didn't do the thumbnails for it yet. I was having a hard time putting it public. It had no issues whatsoever, but YouTube will not let me publish it. It was ready since 4 o'clock. I finally get it going at 5:30. Okay, an hour wasted. I didn't want to sit behind the computer anymore, but I got tired. I didn't want to put thumbnails, but I'll create a thumbnails. But isn't that video? Okay. Let's see here. Good King Harry, the whole country is behind you. Oh, the reason I brought this here, there's a video and a video clip that I had when Harry was leaving the court. Some Brits came out, showed their support, saying they love him, go Harry, and they thank him for what he's doing. Okay, so this what reminds me. Okay, Harry should have called ITV along with Piers Morgan with all the people they parade every day to spread hate and vitriol toward Harry and Meghan far and wide scam channel. Remember, everything he says in court, he needs to back it up. So some of the things that I was reading before I started recording this, okay, the headline, he attached it with some sort of a receipt, okay? So it took me a while to get it. Well, at the beginning, the first part, I didn't fully, it didn't go in full detail. But as I read it, everything that he brought up, he attached it with a receipt where they could possibly get those information. So he can't just say anything. In court, you have to be very careful. Okay, Harry and others are right and pursue legal action. I believe this is one of the young lady who they took advantage of, and advantage in terms of where she passed the hack into her phone, I think. Alright, if that's her, may she rest in peace. Let's see here, since I brought it up. Okay, Millie Dowell was 13 years old, schoolgirl who was murdered. Yeah, UK tabloid journalist and private investigator hacked into her phone, with led her parents to believe she was still alive and giving them false hope. 100 individuals, and not just Prince Harry, are suing the Mirror for similar practices. This is sad. Oh my God. Oh, nobody should be going through all of that. Okay, what behavior specifically was he referring to? All right, I black it so I don't even need to go here. All right, there's another one here. Mirror editor bought £67,000 of share before they were tipped. Wow. Piers Morgan, from Daily Mirror editor, used his wife's saving account to fund part of £67,000 investment and computer company. Oh my Lord. Okay, there's this. Okay, evidence of Prince Harry phone hacking trial. Don't be fooled and gaslight by ITV and the British media, who are brainwash the public that there are no evidence. That's what I'm saying. He bring everything, every headline, he associate them with some sort of receipt. All right, so I didn't get to these yet, but I saw them. Okay, these are the thing. All right, Harry is doing far more than William and Charles. Instead, they continue to be in bed with these corrupt criminals by taking bribes and hush money. All right, oh my goodness. Prince William quietly received, that's NBC News, that's in the US. All right, Prince William quietly received a very large sum of money and a 2020 settlement with the British newspaper of Rupert Murdoch's media empire for phone hacking, according to court documents. And from what I'm reading so far, it seems like William is not a good negotiator. Okay, this could be more than £1 million. Yeah, he only took £1 million. Oh my God. And there's this here. Okay, Sun hacking case day 2. How top Murdoch executive left Buckingham Palace talking to the hand. Wow, April 26, 2003. The Duchess of Cornwall with Rupert Thompson, CEO of News Corp, at a service commemorate journalists, and I can't read the rest. My Lord, all people are ruining it for the young. There they are. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Okay, so there's this. I post this on my community board. These 4 cretins were barred from Westminster Abbey during the term of Diana's death. Within a year, they were invited back to the palace by who? My God. Good for you, Harry. A brave man. Brave man. Okay, this entire case of privacy is ridiculous. Now, after he would spare, it doesn't like it. Okay, it doesn't like it done to him. Hypocrite. Oh, please. Oh my goodness. Well, who is that? Oh my goodness. Let's see some of the comment under this. Okay, you can't breach your own privacy. Too many illiterate publicly embarrassing themselves. I don't even want to read anymore because there's more things to share with you. I want my privacy. Yes, he wants his privacy. Some of the things that were wrote about him, how did they get those information? If you want to put something out there, you put it out there, but don't go and undermine him. Put it out there freely. My goodness. Okay, when he's talking about his school years, certain things that were being done, he was working his butt off to where he was marching the guard and everything like that. They're putting things out there where he wanted this to be private, as if, you know, he didn't deserve it, or he can possibly be that smart enough to achieve such thing. Oh my goodness, these people, oh my goodness. Okay, quote, but the Duke did not arrive at court on Monday as expected, leaving Judge Mr. Justice Fancourt a little surprised. Dear Justice Fancourt, Harry put his daughter first. She's priority even over this case. That's a real man. All right, so there's more. I start from bottom up, so let's go to the next tweet. This article will be in the description. You could read it yourself. Okay, so next tweet. I'm surprised there were some other things that I put. Where did I put them? Some transcript of what was said in court. Oh my lord. Okay, Harry is wearing the bracelet he got during his trip to Africa following the death of his mother. May God protect him and give him strength. Yeah, there is it. That's him arriving in court with the thing here. Alright. His African bracelet and necklace are always there. Okay, he never takes them off. They are secret protection item given to him by his African trusted friend. They knew he will forever need them. The African ancestor and spirit are always with Prince Harry. Yep, especially that when he went to Santa Bali, Prince Suoso covered him with what did they call him? Maheli or something like that, the warrior. Yep. I'm telling you, there's so many I don't even want to go there. I remember there's one of the comments that was saying, and I was like, Harry was supposed to be gone a long time ago. Okay, remember my concern, especially the video that I have. It has been done before. Okay, so that's how far back. Like I said, let's not go there. Okay, he found solace in Africa in his teenage years. He loved it there. Maybe he'll go back there with his kids, or when his kids are older. I can't see him returning to England or retiring in California. I reckon he and Meghan will retire in Africa. Okay, I could well imagine that. Africa has a special place in their heart. Okay, I am South African. I am so proud of this man. This is a sacred bracelet. The black, blue, and white one is Botswana's flag. Okay, Botswana, there's this, has a special place in Harry's heart. Those bracelets are very powerful and always keep him safe from evil people. That's for sure. I truly believe this. As I'm reading this, I got a small chill. I truly believe this. Alright, there's this here. Next tweet. Okay. Quote, the thought of Piers Morgan and his band of journalists earwigging into my mother's private and sensitive messages, and then having given her a nightmare time 3 months prior to her death in Paris, makes me feel physically sick. Prince Harry. Okay, Prince Harry stomping Piers Morgan decomposing career into the ground. Can't wait for international news outlet to report all he has said about Piers Morgan. Make it trend sexual. That's for sure. Okay, I'm in tears, proud of Harry for standing up to this powerful establishment and not backing down. Okay, why do you think the chase went? Why do you think the chase went? Okay, I really admire Meghan and Harry. The truth will win through one day. Okay, Charlie Boy and his whatever still invite him to party with them. God is good. Pray to Harry and his family. Okay, that's exactly why Piers spew so much hate on him. This guy is vile and should no longer be in the public eyes. Okay, I mean the UK people have to do something about that when it comes to voting. Okay, they're gonna sway you into thinking black people's gonna come and take your country. Okay, think of the substance of things. All right. Phew, that's exactly why Piers. Okay, I read that. I know. Okay, I know how memories like that can make the body feel so sick. My heart goes out to Harry. There's this, thumbs up, heartbroken. So prove it. The success of his case rely entirely on evidence. And I think he has shown so far with receipt in terms of phone hacking, where this information could have come from, who he was talking to, and all of that. So these people don't come and spew those things. Who were the sources? All right. If it's not phone hacking, they should come out and prove themselves. Okay, and I think the judge should let it go forward so the papers could explain why they had this information, who were their sources. All right. Okay, Harry is Diana's son. He has not forgotten what was done to her. He doesn't try to silence her or call her paranoid unlike others. Harry became his mother's voice. That's it. Okay, her fierceless, loyal ally and defender. The injustice that were done to her has shaped him into the man he is today. Okay, I remember Diana saying she let Piers into her home and then private phone calls were in articles. She was heard by him. I didn't know much about him then. Wow. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. Then I was supposed to read some tweets relating to what was being said in court. I don't know where I put those tweets. I need to find them. Okay, as a consequences of me bringing my mirror group claim, both myself and my wife have been subjected to a barrage of horrific personal attack and intimidation from Piers Morgan, Prince Harry. Piers Morgan was the editor of the Mirror when phone hacking was going on. Okay, Piers Morgan incessantly, let me pause this so I don't get flagged for it. Piers Morgan incessantly attacked Diana before her death, making her life before she died a misery. He's thought not only to have hacked her phones but also tried to steal correspondence. So there's an article here. Okay, when Diana died, Piers Morgan turned his obsession focus into trying to destroy a young Prince Harry's life. Oh my God. Sheesh. They need to set an example. Piers Morgan has always been obsessed with Prince Harry. When asked here, why can't you leave Harry alone? He answers, we have left alone all year, referencing a deal the palace made to let him go to school. And Piers also, okay, who talk about a child like that. And the thing is that Harry, from what I'm reading from the court document, they didn't really leave him alone. They didn't really leave him alone. All right, let's see here. 18 seconds. Screenshot, okay?
Pages devoted to stories the paper hadn't even published. And on one side at least, it all got pretty personal.
Mr. Morgan, why can't you simply leave Prince Harry alone?
We do leave Prince Harry alone. That's my fundamental point about this. We have left him alone the entire year.
Pages devoted to stories.
Oh my God. The way these are freaking adult people. Oh, that was a small little thread. Okay, when Prince Harry met Meghan, Piers Morgan then turned his rabid focus on Harry's wife, hoping to destroy their relationship. This is the thing that I've said in other videos. When things like that shifted into Meghan, that's when Harry put a stop to it. Okay, with each turn of his rabid focus and destruction, Piers Morgan has been rewarded in his career by ITV, but especially by Rupert Murdoch. Okay, like Harry said, quote, the problem is now there are now incredible powerful media companies who masquerade as journalists and who have quite literally hijacked journalistic privileges for their own personal gain and agenda. It's an unbelievable, dangerous place. Yeah, it is. Okay. After this, that's it. I'm not even gonna, it's so disgusting. I don't even want to show the image. We can go as far back as decades, and every decade Piers Morgan has led the British media in criminality and unethical journalism. Prince Harry is only but one of Piers Morgan's victims. That is true. Okay, there's more, but I don't want to go to it. Let's go to the next tweet. So there will be a video where I read all the transcript of what happened in court. Okay, I haven't touched those yet, so I think I will be putting them in one video. Right, Prince Harry is very brave. Today he spoke for the people when he said this. Okay, quote, on a national level, as at the moment our country is judged globally by the state of our press and our government, both of which I believe are at rock bottom. Democracy fell when your press fails to scrutinize and hold the government accountable, and instead choose to get into bed with them so they can ensure the status quo. I may not have a role within the institution, but as a member of the British royal family and as a soldier upholding important values, I feel there's a responsibility to expose this criminal activity in the name of public interest. Oh my God. This guy is gonna go down in history as, what would you call this? What is that? And a positive word I'm thinking of, what would you call this? This is the only person within of high class to come out and say something like this. And that's in quote, by the way. The country and the British public deserve to know the depth of what was actually happening then, and indeed now we will be better off for it. That's for sure. Like I said in other videos where William going to that wedding with his wife, the way he behaved, he carried himself, his face expression and all of that. When you are in a global stage, especially representing your country, forget your problem. Forget your problem. Act. Okay? The institution is to pretend. So pretend over there that you're happy. You were happy to be invited. But instead show disrespectful even in front of the bride. Oh my Lord. This is true. Yeah, that's a brave man right there. What would you call this? Mahili, I guess. Yeah, the warrior. He went and fight for the country. Risked his life for the country. And there he is. He's showing on the home turf of the land. He is, you know, standing up for the little people. Okay? My goodness. But yet the tabloid smear his name like he's a terrorist and all sort of things. My God. Okay, one has to wonder where we will be if Leviathan 2 had not been blocked by this appalling government, which doesn't work for us but for global cooperation. Okay, everyone in a democracy, well, depending on what kind of democracy the UK have right now, partially, it takes everybody. Okay, democracy will not work if the people don't get involved. Look what happened in the US. Okay, the US supposed to be the golden place of democracy, right? But we're seeing all sort of crazy things that's going there. Specifically the 2020 election. It takes the people to make a democracy work. All right, a special example is what happened in 2020. If you see what Americans did, they went out and vote. Even those who were Republican, they set aside their personal feeling about certain things. Well, I guess they will say, I would say they put their personal feeling attached to it, where they saw the wrong that was happening by their government, which was running by Donald Trump and all those other people. Okay, they set their bipartisan aside. They went and vote for the people, the person who they felt will do the right thing. Now, there's another thing that happened, and I'm telling you, everything that I say is coming true. When you look at who's running, I think Vice President, what's his name, Pence, is running for president now for the 2020 election. One of the things that I said, it's on video, okay, on PYTE. One of the things that I said, I'm glad he did the right thing. I respect him for him, because Trump wanted him to do to steal the election for him, but he didn't do that. Okay, and I say I respect him, but I will never vote for him. Okay, to be associated with Trump like this. And he was a governor of a state, I don't know which state he was. He wasn't doing pretty well. All right, so even though he did the right thing, but every single Republican that's running for president right now, once they get in public, if they get to be president, they're gonna pardon Trump. Remember that. Okay, for all the crime that he did, all the, can you imagine, now I'm going full-blown politics here. Can you imagine the amount of investigation, maybe some lives were lost to get those FBI files, for this guy to go there and do these things to those FBI files? Okay, people need to think. Okay, for democracy to work, it takes every single individual. What was it, something Cassidy, that young lady, the intern, was more brave than most of those those guys who show they tough and all of that, who's taking the blame for Donald Trump. Is it David Cassidy or something like that, who went and speak? Was it Trump? The circles around her of Trump people wanted her to lie, and she took the high road and said no, she'd rather get her own lawyer and speak the truth. Okay, it takes every individual. If you want democracy, it takes everybody to work to make it work, and that also goes to the UK. Okay, Harry is doing his part, even though he was in the social class where he's better off than anybody. Well, when you look at the way he was living, is a different story. There's different branch and everything that I said. If you look deeper into the way Harry was living, the way his family was treating, that's a different branch. But he was okay. This is a person who said he never worked with he never had the keys. His phone bills never came to him. Nothing. Okay, so for him to be that comfortable, I guess he was immune to it. He didn't know any better, so he grew up this way. So he was immune to the lifestyle that he was living in. But someone from the outside looking in, thinking that this is the son of a future king at that time, to be living like that, it's unfair. But he was immune to it. He was okay with it, right? And most of his best place was to be and hang out in Africa. But anyway, with that being said, he took the high road, sticking up for the little people. He had the lifestyle where he didn't have to do a damn thing. He didn't have to do that. Look at his brother, for instance. Just took the money and walk away. Okay? Don't give a shit about the rest of you. So you want something to be different? It takes each and every one of you to put the right person there, to make the right decision, to put the right laws. So in a way, I would say I blame the entire UK. Whether or not you vote for, majority wins, right? You vote for those MPs and all of that. I blame some of you for that. If what happened in 2016, all right, when Trump get into office, guess what? We blame some of us because we vote for him. He literally told us who he was, but yet some people vote for him, and he took the country down the gutter drain. Almost to the drain. But we recuperate, we revive, we sort of put ourselves on a life support. Now we have Joe Biden and whatever. Hopefully the country vote the right way again, because you see in every state how other people, the governors and Republicans, are changing rules so they could stay in power. All right, but for democracy to work, it takes every individual. All right, so if UK wants something different, it will take each one of you. There's Harry, who's putting a spotlight to what should be listened to. Okay, so when you guys go to vote, don't listen to those people telling you black people's coming to take your country, immigrants is this, immigrant is that. No, it's not gonna happen. Okay, we might have a voice in things, but it takes collective things for things to work. All right, so you have plenty of example. Many of you have plenty of example to make the right choice. All right, but I'm glad I'm reading some of the Brits who's talking and says, hey, it's not all of us. All right, let's continue. I went off on this, my God. Okay, Prince Harry is speaking Dutch. Okay, let's start here. One has to wonder, where would we be if Levison 2 had not been black by this appalling government, which doesn't work for us, but for global cooperation? Okay, so this is why I went on my brain. It takes every individual to put the right people, to vote for the right MPs, to look for your best interest. What is it? Something Butler. All right. She was, I don't know if she's still an MP. She did the right thing. Speak up when it was necessary. What did they do? They toss her out. So someone like that, I told you, it will stand in history. Well, we have to keep her bravery alive, because these people will not do that. This was a huge thing, and I think I resemble her with that. What do you call this? I forgot the name of that monument by Wall Street. That little girl who stand in front of the bull. This was Butler, Dawn Butler. All right. So that was one brave thing she did here. Okay, Prince Harry is speaking the truth, undeniable truth about the current state of the UK. At last, a member of the royal family speak out instead of, by their silence, colluding with the disgrace that is our government and the press. Okay, that Harry is human. is human and being himself, doing what he wants to do, and can only be admired. He's working free and is trying to show the country what is wrong here. That many won't see this and prefer to indulge in attacking Harry is a sad reality of the propaganda machine. And the other thing too as well, hopefully the tabloid learn, because those left behind kids, okay, like William's kid, Harry's doing a brave thing here for those kids. If the tabloids start talking shit about it, be ready. Maybe in the future, one of them might turn on and do what Harry did. All right, wise word. Quote, it is difficult to see how Britain will be in the position it is now, weakening politically and economically, if a truly independent and accountable press had provided the necessary check and power all healthy democracies need. All right, that's from Byline. And the thing is, this is why the U.S. was, the government was declining, because we have 3 branches of government. Okay, the executive, which is the president, the House and the Senate, which is one. Okay, and the judicial, right? So when all 3 are on the same page, it doesn't work, and we were starting to see it. And they're highlighting it right now, what's going on, where you see some of the Supreme Courts, okay, have been taking certain type of bribes and not, reporting it, and their tax and all of that. And you see some of the elected officials, the senators, all right, are aligning themselves with the executive. That's during Trump presidency, because right now the presidency is individually right now with Biden. Okay, so what we were seeing with Trump, all 3 branches were starting to be on the same page. This is where the problem is. Okay, all 3 cannot be on the same page. I mean, you could have common ground, but each one of them needs to check each other out. This is how the system was written, and people need to pay attention. There's gonna be disagreement, but when all 3 are on the same page, there's a problem. All right, let's read some more, and then that's it. Okay, good for Harry jumping off the royal merry-go-round and blowing the wheels off the Brexit bus, which was created by the foreign-owned media. And the thing is that Harry was, how do you call this? Harry's situation was there's a word for it, I'm looking, like unexpected. They didn't expect this to come at all. It took them off course. Okay, off course, because their plan was working so well. They fooled the people to vote against their best interest, which got them Brexit, and they were doing some other things. Remember, one of the things that I said, the reason they wanted, one of many reasons they got out of the EU, is for them to control the court system. Okay, when they're doing the unethical things, so they don't have to follow certain law, international laws or something like that. All right, they wanted to bring the situation into their court system, and then they could, manipulate the system again. All right, so what is unexpected here? Everything was going well, then boom, Harry came in and messed up part of their plan, but they're still pushing forward. Just like in the US, they're still pushing forward. But what Harry did to the UK is similar to what happened in 2020 election in the US. The people did something, but there's Harry here. Everybody was falling in line in the UK. Harry jumped ship and said, nope, let's put a halt to things. And it opened people's eyes. Hopefully, there's a follow too. If the UK continue the way it's going, it's not Harry's fault. He warned you. He tells you all you need to know. Okay, let's see here. While Corbyn said some powerful things, the biggest issue always was that he supported Brexit, which has left us in the most weak of all position. But you guys vote for it, okay? It's not problem of one. You guys keep on voting for the same people. Young people need to go and run for office, because if you leave those positions to old people, look what they're doing. I don't know. They still accumulated money when their time is about to be up. Are they taking the money with them? I don't Oh my God. Okay, do you know what? I find him and his wife a bit cringe, but hat off to him for saying this. Okay, you have your own opinion. I disagree with his oversharing and family spat in public, but on this, he has done a massive public service. My respect. Our politicians continually fail us on all sides. But the thing is that he had to do the book. Spare is almost similar to what they did to the Oprah interview. The newspaper was running their mouth left and right nonsense. Okay, so they need to set the record straight. Okay, the minute Harry left the hospital with his mother when he was born, the script was already written for him. Okay, as soon as he was conscious of remember things that he remember, all right, and he write his own story. But you guys disagree with that. But when the paper were writing all sort of nonsense, none of you said anything. How will the paper know this? Is this something I wanted to know? No. Are you guys reading about shit in the water? I don't think so. Why don't the papers focus on these things? But there he is telling his side of the story. He's not invading. He's not telling somebody else's story. He's telling his story. Okay, people who are part of it. If those people he mentioned in his book have issues with it, guess what? The court is open for everybody. Okay, the court is open for everybody. My goodness. Okay, Harry truly is the people's prince. Okay, Prince Harry may divide opinion and his case may have some flaws, but it's hard to not feel for him. Like many of us, he has his own demands, but that doesn't mean he has no right to pursue civil cases. The fury of media in the UK is telling, expressing all this may what? Okay, the few media of the UK telling, expressing all this may be unwise, but it is cathartic for the Duke of Sussex, I will imagine, and the like of Piers Morgan are not exactly paragons of virtue, so let him take them on Harry trial. Alright, so there's that. I mean, he did what he had to do, because the phone hacking, all those things they were writing about him, how did they know? He bring receipt of people who were saying that they were receipt of being paid with certain names of people they hacked and things like that. So how did they know? Okay, so even if he doesn't win the case, okay, even if he doesn't win, I hope the judge let it go forward so the people could explain how did they get those information. How? Okay, if you're saying no, you didn't hack this, you didn't hack that, but how did you get it? The people needs to know. This is public interest. I'm not gonna go through this because I covered this and I think I went through it in one of those tweets. And it's on my community board, so I'm gonna leave that alone. Alright, because I need to move. I need to start editing. It's already 3:10 a.m. Okay, how many more tweets? Not much, because I don't want to come back to these. Okay, Prince Harry joked with the judge, quote, I'm rather homeless at the moment. There's the ruling. A king's son without a home and the king's land, like literally crown estate, lol. Prince Harry versus MGN. So this is my response here. Today is June 8th. Okay, I said it June 7th. Well, I feel like I said it a long time ago. All right. As sad as this may sound, yet it was the best decision his dad made for him. Otherwise, they would have carried out what they intended in New York City if he was staying at Frogmore. Now they know shit about him when he is in the UK. Alright, wow, 1,980 people have seen this. Only 44 people like it and 6 retweet. Okay, I like the way he made light of it. They were hoping to add unnecessary pain. Guy says that small potatoes and laugh. Okay, I like this. He's entering into a peace and rest. That's a victory no one can take. That's true. Okay, Prince Harry, you are the main man. I applaud you for your bravery, even having the strength to make a joke. Okay, may the Lord protect you and your little family at Castle Montecito. History will know you, will know who you are. You are fighting for all of us, doing the right thing. That's exactly that. Right, the warrior. Yeah, Maheli. Ma Chucky missing his grandchildren. Headline on the way. As far as I'm concerned, he wanted this family to be gone. My goodness. A king with 30 homes at his disposal, most of them for free, evicted his son and his family from his first and only UK home. The home he, as a tenant, has paid for the renovation costs and commercial rent years in advance. Yeah, that fantastic, Dad. Okay, shame, shame, shame on King Charles. I mean, I don't know what else can people say, can say anymore. Everything is writing on the wall. Okay, at this point, nobody can feel sorry for the Brits if they don't do the proper necessary step that they need to do to move in the right direction. Everything has been laid out in front of them. Okay, next tweet. Interesting that the coverage of Prince Harry versus MGN has failed to mention this in 2018 admission by the Mirror Group and a case brought by Hugh Grant, especially those talking about evidence. Okay, what is that? Okay, I'm not gonna read all of this. Okay, any date? Date. Okay, Hugh Grant and MGN Limited. I put. Okay, so she highlighted this. MGN admit that a number of its senior employees, including executive editors and journalists, condone, encourage, or actively turn a blind eye to the widespread culture of unlawful information gathering activities at all three of its newspapers for many years and actively sought to conceal its wrongdoing from its many victims of intrusion. This is where they admitted. So they should bring that. Okay, I didn't fully read the transcript of Harry's statement, so there's more to come. Okay, there's this here with Brian Cape Cod. With Prince Harry, MGN, Mirror, okay, Piers Morgan, and the news, it's worth remembering what the Mirror Group, aka Rich, formally admitted in a statement in open court in 2018. Alright, is this the same thing? Okay, not the same. Let's see. It's many victims of intrusion. The same thing. Alright, I was just thinking that they've been going merrily about their lying business for the past 5 corrupt years without accountability. I need to check and see if this admission was entering into evidence for Harry. I hope so for you. Alright, which is Hugh Grant. Next tweet. Like I said, I didn't read all of the things, the transcript and some of the tweets that were reporting what was going on in court. I think in one video, I'm gonna put all the tweet that I come across that was talking about what was going on in court. Alright, quote, I've always heard people refer to my mother as paranoid, but she wasn't. She was fearful of what was actually happening to her, and now I know that I was the same. Prince Harry witness statement. Wow. Okay, may God protect them. Yeah, protect him and his little family. William, Diana's son, what a gumlet weak man, calling his mom paranoid and taking huge sum from Murdoch at the same time. Vile. Hey, everybody's showing who they are. Okay, Camilla, King Charles III, the man in grey suit, the damn whisper of servant and staff up and down the palace wall. Okay, and most recently, the loudest of it all, this cowardly, insecure prick, dare call his own mother paranoid. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. In one video, I remember saying the world is gonna show him something, put him in place, needs to be disciplined. I guess he's gonna learn it now. Okay, has William spontaneously combusted yet? Spontaneously. Okay, I wonder which people refer to Princess Diana as paranoid. Could it be her other son? Okay, good King Harry speaking the truth to power. Invictus. Alright, so there's this here. Alright, there's that. People who they're pointing at him. What did they say here? Yet disgraceful Willie label his mother a paranoid to appease the BBC. Wow, where's the money, Willie? Wow, wow, wow. What did Willie do with 30 bags of money he sold his only brother, sister-in-law, and his mother's legacy to Rupert Murdoch, tabloid for? Wow. Lord, please keep Harry safe and grant him victory for his sake and for those who can't speak up. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm so glad this is all on public record, not some sketchy TV interview. Yep. Written in the rag and used as tomorrow's fish and chip paper, then forgetting about actually document historical record, a case study for future generation. That is true. Yep, it's truly heartbreaking. Oh my God, I was gonna start. It's truly heartbreaking to think what Princess Diana went through. What were they doing to Diana during the divorce period for her to write she was on her knees, and that's the cost were tremendous. Okay, secret Princess Diana letter detail ugly Charles divorce on my knees. Oh my God. Okay, let's see here. Highly personal letters written by Princess Diana during her divorce from King Charles to be auctioned. Okay, quote, I am having a very difficult time and pressure is serious and coming from all sides. It's too difficult sometimes to keep one's head up. And today I am on my knees. Oh my God. Today I am on my knees and I just longing for this divorce to go through as the possible cast is tremendous. The late royal wrote in one letter. Oh my God. I hope each one of them is in their proper position right now where they can touch her wherever she is now. My goodness. Vanity Fair, an X for a kiss, and another card shared by the time and date April 28, 1996. The princess wrote to her friend apologizing for canceling their plan to go to the opera because of the stress she was under. Quote, I am having a very difficult time and pressure is serious and coming from all sides. It's too difficult sometimes to keep one head up, and today I am on my knees and just longing for this divorce to go through as the possible cost is tremendous, she wrote. Oh my Lord.
It's like being sucked in, just people pushing and then people pulling, all in the same direction.
So you're being what, pushed by family?
Yeah, my family looked great, and so did my friends, and so did Charles's family. They liked me. They were very good to me when I was a guest.
What does that mean?
We used to change when I was a daughter, and the positions changed.
And there's some of these. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I hope she's resting in peace. Her son is doing work for her, speaking for her. Okay, meaning Harry. All right. When he said that, I knew St. William had been bought by the press. There wasn't any if or but after that point. St. William and Charles should be standing by Harry today as he takes on the very people who had hounded them for years. Yet they choose to be in bed with them. Make it make sense. Okay, I am so proud of Prince. And the thing is that when you think about it, he is one of the youngest over there. Okay, and then grew up without the mother. For him to have the hindsight to say this is wrong, I mean, this is very powerful when you think about it. Okay, okay, I am so proud of Prince Harry, the way he just said with his chest. Okay, I know we're all so proud of Prince Harry, but can you imagine how proud his Spencer family is of him standing up for his mother, their sister? I didn't really believe the guardian angels, but it's easy to see his mother is his. Okay, Harry speak for Diana, voiceless and now maligned by the royal family, is poignant justice. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I have 2, 4, oh my God, 5. I want to finish with all of this so I don't come back to them again. Okay, Prince Harry has told the High Court the thought of Piers Morgan and his band of journalists earwigging his mother's voicemail make him feel sick. All right, there's this article here. Okay, I'm not gonna go through this. I skip. Did I? Okay, it's almost the same thing. The reptile of the right name. Okay, the reptile on the right named Piers, the racist stalker, abusive man-child, that thug named Piers should be behind bars. Thug. Okay, he is 100% correct. Okay, his mother wasn't innocent. She played the media game. Nah, don't get to that. Okay, there's action and reaction. Okay, action and reaction. If Charles was doing his husband duty, okay, all of this will not be going that way. The three in the marriage, the side piece decided to interfere in the marriage. Okay, this is where everything go down the hill. Okay, when you are human, I've said this before. Diana was young. Okay, she was in a loveless marriage. Okay, everybody needs love. Everybody needs to be touched. Okay, even freaking priests who claim that they don't do certain things, married people, look, some of the things they be doing. Okay, everybody need affection. if Charles was doing his husband duty, none of this would have been possible. And the one who he is married with right now, if she had stayed within her respective husband bed and leave Charles alone, or both of them leave each other alone, okay, Diana will not need to do certain things, because the Charles had a freaking establishment on his side who make his life easier.
The most damaging charge that is made in relation to your marriage is that you were, because of your relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, from the beginning, persistently unfaithful to your wife, and thus caused the breakdown. What is your response to that persistent criticism?
Oh, that's the persistent criticism, is it? Well, and the trouble is, you see, that these things, again, as I was saying earlier, are so personal. It's difficult to know quite how to, to talk about these things in front of everybody. And obviously, I don't think many people would want to. But I mean, all I can say is that there's been so much speculation, feeding on every other kind of speculation, that it all becomes bigger and bigger. I mean, all I can say is that I mean, there is no truth in so much of this speculation. And Mrs. Parker Bowles is a great friend of mine. I have a large number of friends. I'm terribly lucky to have so many friends who I think are wonderful and make the whole difference to my life, which would become intolerable otherwise.
Okay, everybody was doing his bidding for him, calling Diana left and right on, there's things on TV, papers, and all of that. She was by herself. And when you think about it, god damn, she was a damn warrior to take on all these people by herself. Okay, by herself. She did the right thing. Okay, they love her, and she often gave them the heads up as to where she will be. Don't start saying all this nonsense. Okay, she did what she had to do. All right, she did what she had to do. The Martin book and everything, she did what she had to do. These are those haters who, or maybe the people they pay to talk the nonsense. All right, next tweet. All those articles will be in the description. Okay. Wow. Heavy said Piers conspired to hack Diana. I sometimes wonder if there isn't a huge house of cards ready to collapse. Time for the truth to come out and the villains to be exposed. The judge needs to let this go forward. That's all I know. The judge needs to let this go forward so these people could tell who their sources are. Okay, if they weren't hacking, where? Okay, this tweet from account you black. Okay, judge will decide, already known and admitted that they all hack phones, which is illegal. Civil cases are based on a likelihood rather than 100% solid proof. Okay, solid proof why they're shitting themselves. Okay, a TV presenter groomed a young boy, then molested him. The world watched as the UK media came together to group hug him. Yes, I didn't cover this that much because there's so many other things to talk about, but I did do a video just to some of you who not on Twitter, and I left that alone. But I want to focus. There's so much about the case for Harry that needs to be said, so I focus on that. Okay, that's the was it the Philip Schofield or something like that? A TV presenter groomed a young boy, then molested him. The world watched as the UK media came together and group hugged the molester. Not one had a kind word or support for the young male victim. Remember the Kankova Boys School where children were routinely assaulted by the elite? That's the thing here. Okay, there is a huge thing that is waiting to be burst. It needs the little people, the UK people, when they vote, to put the right people in place. My goodness, I am on Harry's side, but A, how would he know that he was only a child, and what? And B, I mean, do the timing? Can you do math? Okay, and B, that would have been around 30 years ago. Why now? Don't understand. I also thought his lawsuit was about him and his wife, not Diana. Wait. His wife? Phone hacking? What? I mean, Okay, there's 16 comment here. It was 30 years ago when people phone hack was a big thing at the Sun. Then Morgan went to the Mirror. All right, let's see what some of the people are saying here. Okay, I suppose it would be set precedent that Morgan has had some kind of vested and interest and intruding on his family going about back 30 years. Also, it will bring Morgan's integrity into question. Morgan and integrity? That's the laugh. Okay, it was 30 years ago when phone hacking was a big... Okay, I just read that. Obviously, new info came to light as an adult. Second, the lawsuit is not about him and his wife. That's what I thought. It has nothing to do with Meghan. Okay, it's about illegal and intrusive British media practices that have held the population to ransom, blackmail, and ruin many people's lives up to suicide. Okay, he has more than one media intrusion case going. This has been building for some years. I suspect it is why Daily Mail and the Mirror turned on him overnight. At the Levison Inquiry, editors may have perjured themselves, denying knowledge of practices of hacking. Yeah, if this goes to court, there's gonna be more stuff coming out. And the other thing is, when you look at, oh my God, I said it on the first video, but I remove it. But there are the way the Queen gone to quickly annul themselves. Oh my goodness, so they don't be called to court. Alright, next tweet. Unfortunately, as a consequences of me bringing my Mirror Group claim, both myself and my wife have been subjected to the barrage of horrific personal attack and intimidation from Piers Morgan, who have the editor of the Daily Mirror between 1995 and 2004, presumably, and 102. So the article of this, I think I have those in the description. Right? Retaliation and the hope that I will back down before being able to hold him properly accountable for his unlawful activity toward both me and my mother during his editorship. The thing is that when you look at the way the father prevent him from suing, and then the Queen gone, and now he cannot be prosecuted. Oh my goodness. 1 and 1 equal 2. That's all I'm saying. Plausible explanation for his obsession with them. Also quite interesting that Piers has declined to take the stand to be cross-examined on the alleged illegal activities during his tenure as editor. Yeah, this thing needs to go forward for him to come and say, where did he get his information? Okay, Teal Stain. Prince Harry was clear with what he had to say, and print and in person. That's fine. Why are you giving voice to a vitriolic description of the testimony? Where was the tears? Okay, stop feeding hate for hire journalists. Okay, Meghan stocking up on popcorn as her husband goes by in. I know. I know. Meghan is like, go get him for me, honey. You'll get your spicy rice when you come home. There's a tweet that I responded. I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll come with some of the tweets that I haven't shared with you. If maybe I put them on community, but where I said Miss Dovia better prepare those collard green and Meghan with the spicy rice. Let's go to the next tweet. Alright, I'm already an hour now. I have 2 more tweets. Okay. Okay, let's pause. Okay, I need the video when Lorraine faced when she said this. Okay, here you go. Okay, 44 seconds. Okay, you will be seeing screenshot. Okay.
To pursue this mission against the press. He said it was a suicide mission, and Charles always has tried to keep the tabloids on side. Actually, rather to my own annoyance and bemusement. When I was working for the BBC, you know, a very senior royal correspondent at the BBC, I was excluded from parties and events. I remember one big party at Buckingham Palace. I wasn't invited as the royal correspondent. Piers Morgan was as the editor of the Mirror. David Yellen was as the editor of the Sun. And I used to say to them, why? And why do you plant stories? And they did. Plant is a strong word. Give stories to the tabloids first. Why don't you come to me and I'll broadcast and they can follow me? But that was never the way how this worked. They like to pursue this.
So that's the thing. I think I shared this video, a better version of it, someplace else. Okay, about the party. This is where they were training William to be in bed with those tabloid and all of that. So it was around 2001. I remember that. Okay, and I had shared that article with you on my community board. It's somewhere. I have so many stuff on my community board. Just go check it out. Okay, there's at Pig and Cholani. This is a better version of it. Okay, and amongst the BS, these people can't help but expose the truth. I thought there was no briefing, sharing of stories. Toxic media, toxic royal, invisible contract. Okay, a whole bunch of hashtag. That's the same. Well, let's play it again. It's 45 seconds. I guess this is a better version.
Charles always has tried to keep the tabloids on side. Actually, rather to my own annoyance and bemusement. When I was working for the BBC, a very senior royal correspondent at the BBC, I was excluded from parties and events. I remember one big party at Buckingham Palace. I wasn't invited, the royal correspondent. Piers Morgan was, as the editor of the Mirror. David Yellen was, as the editor of the Sun. And I used to say to them, why? And why do you plant stories? And they did. Plant is a strong word. Give stories to the tabloids first. Why don't you come to me and I'll broadcast and they can follow me? But that was never the way Paris worked. They liked to keep, particularly the tabloids, on side.
That is so interesting.
Yeah, so thanks. There's that. There's the face they're talking about. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh my goodness. That's the laugh here. All right. Next tweet. Okay, I put Chase here. Okay, haters gonna be disappointed. According to poll done for Newsweek, most Americans believe Prince Harry and Meghan Markle accurately described their experience of a near catastrophic car chase with paparazzi in New York City. Okay, so there's this here. I think someone said, I think it was this. Let me click this so I could get the article. I don't think I did. Let me pause this. I don't know if it was this. Someone said they wanted to read the article, so I grabbed this so I could give you the link. Okay, check the description. Okay, most Americans believe Prince Harry and Meghan Markle accurately described the experience of a near catastrophic car chase with paparazzi in New York City, despite a backlash against the couple. Exclusive poll for Newsweek has found. Okay, there's that. I'm so happy that this post attract bots for me to black a win-win. Okay, next week the Jack guy will have an anti-Meghan and or Harry poll to appease the haters. I don't click on his nonsense stories, but thank you for highlighting positive stories about Harry. Okay, maybe it wasn't this. Okay, I don't know, but let's go. This is my last one. Let me finish up. I don't want to waste too much time on that. All right, next tweet. Okay, there's this Kate Middleton voice support for tabloid. Prince Harry is suing. I'm disgusting to be told Kate Middleton is supporting the Sun newspaper. She must be desperate for publicity. There's the Newsweek again here again. You know what? I don't know what to say. There it is. Let me just read this and go. Alright, not surprised at all since they have history of supporting the tabloid against Harry and Meghan. Remember, Willie gave consent for Jason Kenoff to give evidence and support of Associate newspaper. Nothing has changed since. Okay, it's all, the way that I say this, it's not like I'm taking her side, okay? The way that I say this, she has no choice. The same way where they place Harry's name into a statement saying is the joint statement and Harry had no clue about it, this is the same thing is being played here, okay? No, she isn't. She has expressed her support for campaign. Okay, for the campaign the paper is running in support of the charity. There's a difference. Tell that to Newsweek. So the online, okay, the only time she opens her mouth to take a stance for anything is for this, another lesson, and Karen. Okay, obviously she is KKK trying to stay married. She will do anything Willie Leaks tell her to do. She wanna be queen. That's the thing here. They told her to do it, she just go do it. Alright, so that's it. Let's do a prayer. Okay, let's say a prayer for victory for Harry. Okay, prayer for victory for Harry. Let's see if something come up. Good Victory Day prayer. Okay, so there's no side prayers. Let's read what's there. It has come with the help of God, who was with us in the early days of adversity and disaster, and who has now brought us to this glorious day of triumph. Okay, let's pick an image, whatever's there. Okay. There's a map. That's not what I want. Let's do this one. Okay, let's do this. Prayers for court victory. Prayer for guidance over the attorney. Okay, Lord, I know that you are leading this court case, so I pray that you guide the attorney. Heavenly Father, please give them the right thought and words for this case. Lord, help them listen to your spirit and fill their mouth with words of wisdom that will reveal the truth. Okay, let's keep it that way. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that is it.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.